Strike strikes. Good morning. Hi, my friend. I had the best conversation last night. So in our group here, my dear friend, my hairdresser, I have great hairdresser friends, and so in talking to, for 50 days, absolutely consistently, Linda, honey, my favorite. We laugh about that. I'm like, Linda, honey. Did you guys watch that video that went viral? The cutest kid in the world, and he's talking to his mom, and he's like, hands on his hip, and he's like, Linda, honey, Linda. And, oh my God. Anyways, so I do that all the time. Good morning, my friend. You're back from laying sewer pipes or something. So I noticed that my very cherished friend and hairdresser Linda was not in the group. She wasn't showing up, and she's consistently been here every morning, every day for literally the 50 or so days. So I called her last night. I'm like, what up, man? Like, I'm worried about you. Or I sent her a message or something. Anyway, she calls me, and sure enough, something was up. And this is what I love about you, Linda, is that she's the most authentic human. Like, she says to me, you were not first on my list, Sandy, like, as far as hair clients, but her husband, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, no injury, no fall, no smack to the head, had a detached retina. And so he had a surgery and a procedure thing in Lethbridge, and then so she brought him home. So she's safe and all is well, and I love her because, Michelle, who is another incredible friend and hairdresser, was telling me that some of her clients have been like rude, like, I want to be first, period. And it's like, oh no, that I would never be that person. Anyways, she just said, so she's one of the people who, when we talk, good morning. So talking about Linda, my dear friend and hairdresser, she worked in my office as a real estate agent for a while. She was having some problems with her shoulders and stuff, so looking for something a little different. Real estate was a little chaotic, and because she loves her clients so much, she just added real estate. She didn't really stop hairdressing, so it made her life just that much more chaotic. But she is one of the people who, she had a really great childhood. And I'm like, who had such, most of the people I hang out with anyways haven't had perfect childhoods. So anyways, Linda, I'm so glad you're safe and everything is good. And I know that you will call me and I'll deal with my own hair for a little while, and whatever, it is no big deal. I'm just glad you're safe. That's all. So a couple things today. Yesterday I was talking about weight loss and intuitive, and Miriam, I love you. She reached out to me to talk about pendulums, and she can help all of us. If any of you are looking for an incredible healer, she's a Reiki person, she's an intuitive, she's just an incredible human, I can connect you. Miriam Harold, she's got a group, oh yeah. So she reached out and she said, Sandy, have you ever, can't remember what she called it, but basically charged or decharged your pendulum, because I was talking about having a pendulum, but I don't really use it because it sometimes seems to work and sometimes I'm not so sure. Good morning. Oh, I'm so honored. I love you so much. So just sticking with that health pillar, because 100 ways and 100 days to a billionaire mindset, honestly, when you take care of yourself, when you actually stop and go, okay, you know what, if I'm not my best me showing up, then I can't be for others. So that kills relationships. if you're not taking care of you, then as far as showing up in your business, your career, your job, value, then success in the financial world becomes more difficult. And so that health pillar, and as far as community goes, right? If you're not healthy, what's the chances you're at the food bank volunteering, or you're at the women's shelter, or you're, at the Cancer Relay for Life walking for 12 hours like we have so many times. So that, to me, is still the central pillar of success, is your health. And yesterday I touched on intermittent fasting, and I had a couple of you reach out to me and go, wait a minute, you've never said anything about this. And I'm like, well, I don't really think about it because it's just my own lifestyle. This is how, it's not a program, it's not a diet, it's not any of that. It's just what works well for me in my life. So my son inspired me in this. He's like, he asked me, at one point in his wish list or whatever for Christmas or his birthday or something, back a while ago, keto and keto coffee, bulletproof. Bulletproof coffee is a massively successful business, and it's the MCT oils, and they call it brain octane. And so I know what it is. It's MCT oil. So I'm not going to pay $60 when I can buy that big jug for $37. That's just how I am. It's organic. It's good. It's your mid-chain triglycerides. And then butter. And the as weird as that sounds, but butter is your cream, right? And then natural vanilla stevia. So stevia is a derivative of sugar that has no calories and doesn't spike your insulin. So spiking your insulin sets your metabolism. It's just a flow thing. So in the event, so you guys, and please, will you keep telling me your success stories? Because we didn't set out on a weight loss program, but cumulatively, you guys have reported to me more than 45 pounds of weight loss in 54 days. And I'm just like, oh my God, that is fantastic. If you have weight to release, if you don't, but it is just one of the side effects of getting super healthy is a healthy body doesn't hold on to fat. And when you're feeding your brain and your body those really great, your avocado oil, your extra virgin olive oil, right? Trying to stay in the organics if you can, and you pay a little extra, but it's worth it. And then of course your MCT, your coconut oils. Those are your mid-chain triglycerides, and those three super oils are so good for the brain as far as cognitive, as far as memory, as far as health in the brain. But it also, in your body, our fat cells hold toxins. That's where toxins are stored. So if you have cellulite, that is toxins. And releasing toxins, so that is, my day always starts, I always finish whatever is left of my mason jar of water from the night before, always. And then it is always apple cider vinegar, 2 capfuls or tablespoons full, but I use my big mug, right, you guys? Like it's massive, right? And then the juice of half a lemon. And Tess, you are who inspired me. She was taking a program, totally different thing. She shared that with me, and I've done it every day since, and it has been absolutely incredible. So apple cider vinegar, fresh lemon, and liquid, for me, it's liquid vanilla stevia to taste. And that is because I have to like what I'm drinking. If I don't like it, and I know Patty, she gets nauseous and she just downs it and has a chaser or whatever. So again, Linda had the same experience, and I haven't got to touch base because it's been in this little bit of time where she became nauseous doing the apple cider vinegar, but she had changed to apple cider vinegars. So juice of half a fresh lemon, 2 capfuls of your apple cider vinegar should be raw, organic if you can, unpasteurized, you know, the least processed of anything that you can consume is the better for your body. So that is starting the day. After I do that, and I'm committed to my 5 mason jars, so I am always cognitive of drinking my water because it takes quite a bit to get there. And because I walk and I walk so far, I really have to make sure that I back out of drinking anything for a good hour and a half before my walk. Otherwise, I'm so uncomfortable just about peeing my pants. So it's just very aware. And then it is constantly, is it nutrition or is it entertainment? Every single thing that you put in your mouth, and so many of you have implemented this, and I swear this is so much of what's working so well for you, is water is definitely nutrition. Our bodies are made up about between 60 and 70% water. And when you consume enough water, you don't hold water, you don't store toxins, they flush all that. It is just the most important thing in the universe. And then coffee. Coffee has some really good nutritional benefits, but it of course should be decaffeinated if you're, and so personally I drink 1 coffee that has caffeine and 1 coffee a day that doesn't have caffeine, and that's just how I roll. So water, apple cider vinegar, coffee, then continue water, apple cider vinegar again. I always have 2, that's just me, I'm kind of an overachiever. And then I have a second coffee. Then I break my fast. So that's break my fast at around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I have my nutritious shake. I have some form of protein and or salad. And then I just let that settle. So you should drink lots before you eat and then not drink with your meal or right directly after, because that is when your body needs to absorb the nutrition and not flush it through. So just really, I spent more than 10,000 hours in my chronic fatigue, knockdown, breakdown. I interviewed hundreds of health specialists, so I can stand here very confidently and tell you this stuff works. So the benefits of intermittent fasting, just a few of the benefits that I want to share with you are weight and body fat loss. That's fairly apparent because if you do not spike your insulin, and that, the keto coffee, as long as you're not using sugar, you cannot put sugar or fruit or anything in any of this other than lemon. Lemon is good. Then your insulin levels don't spike, and the insulin is what holds fat. That is, it spikes and for whatever reason. Increase fat burning because you're adding fat, so you're having the calories, you have the energy, so it's not that you're calorie free. Intermittent fasting is not, some people do just water, some people do water fasts for days. Personally, I just don't really do it. My billionaire Jesse Itzler though, this big ass calendar club that starts July 1st, he's like, we are doing a fast every quarter and you can do it or not do it. And I'm like, well, if I'm paying you this money, I'm gonna do your damn program. But he is one who eats fruit until noon, and he believes that elimination is the most important part of mornings, which, I don't disagree with him. I just, my own thing is working for me. So I'm not looking for a cure to anything or some change. So I'm good with intermittent fasting until 2 p.m. Then my last whatever is before 8. So I'm a 6-hour window of consumption, period, right? And then, on weekends, maybe I might still drink a glass of wine after that in the tub or something. So it's not, I don't run a perfect program. I am nowhere near, I am a work in progress in the biggest way, but I am definitely healthier than I've ever been in my life, bar none. So in my 50s, I feel better than I did in my 20s or 30s for sure. So that's pretty cool. That is, you know, so increased fat burning, weight loss, lower blood insulin and sugar levels, huge. Possibly reversal of type 2 diabetes. Now, Diane, my darling, I love, when she implemented the apple cider vinegar and fresh lemon, she was pre-diabetic only family, not lifestyle, because she's very, very healthy and beautiful. But her pre-diabetes prognosis disappeared. So it is definitely, I mean, that's the apple cider vinegar benefits. Improved mental clarity and concentration. There's your healthy fats in your brain. Honest to goodness, it has been a life changer. And of course, for me, watching my mom slide into dementia is terrifying, because I definitely don't want to put my family through that care and concern of having to deal with me with dementia. If I can do anything humanly to keep from that happening, but not my mom's fault. She didn't know. She was huge on the no fat stuff. Huge. So, and she bought every magazine that said lose 10 pounds. And my mom has consistently been at least 50 pounds overweight my whole life, like honestly. And she, you know, she didn't exercise, but she wanted to, and she eats a ton of vegetables. She eats pretty healthy, possibly increased energy. Right? I don't know. I'm told I have a lot of energy. I'm told, like, whoa. So possibly increased growth hormone, at least in the short term. So growth hormone is huge as we're aging, because of course that is the opposite. As our, you know, cells are dying, growth hormone is a very good thing. So that's, you know, again, you know, a billionaire mindset just comes down to being the best version of you that you can be, and being the healthiest version of you is definitely the foundation of the best version of you. Because when you are off the chart energetic and happy and excited to go into your day, the vibration, people want to hang out with you, so your relationships are better, and you know, when you feel better, you have the confidence to ask for what you actually want in this world. Because honestly, like, that is probably my one regret in my, I won't call them failed relationships, but in the fact that my disease to please has been the thing that has knocked down my life more than anything else. Because my showing up for everybody else and not showing up for me has created the, you know, sort of overwhelm to the point where I just can't fix it. It's too much that's wrong, and it's my own fault because I didn't stand in my power and demand what I needed in my relationships, and that's the truth. And any of those incredible men will tell you that. They will, you know, so I take my part, I take my responsibility, and yes. So I hope you are having an incredible day in real time. It is Friday. And that's fun. And yeah, I love you. I adore you. Good morning. Hi, you. I saw you on there with your moon and your sparkly happy hearts. I just love getting to hang out with you. Send prayers to Danielle. I hope she's doing okay. I have no doubt that the light is infiltrating because of all of our prayers. And adding a prayer, guys, my dear friend Cheryl, her daughter has a approximately 12-pound tumor in her stomach. And so Cheryl from here, Cheryl Earl, is in Whitehorse with her daughter. And yes, big concern there. Of course, Karen's daughter and that baby granddaughter is doing better than expected, you guys. So keep praying for those guys. I love, and then Courtney is home here, our local teenager that is battling cancer. So that power of prayer, that exchange of energy, that sending out of love lifts lifts everything for everyone. So please, 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 prayers, everybody. And yes, have a magnificent, magnificent day. I love you so much. Reach out anytime, anything I can do. I'm happy to send you this list. I'm happy to connect you with anything or anyone. Mwah! Love you tons. Hey. So many of us don't or haven't in the past stood in our power. Aren't you telling the truth, Kathy, my darling? Yes, you're a beautiful, beautiful soul. Love you all. Bye.